Hello there guys, and welcome back to a brand new series, something different. Instead of doing a lower league major save, I'm going to do one from the top. The aim of this save is to really build youth. Now, doing that with Manchester United because they've got amazing all-round facilities and they've already got a fairly decent back room, although I have made some changes and you will see that in a few moments. First of all, we're going to start off with transfers. I have made a lot of transfers. As you can see here, spent 92.42 million investing in youth. If we start with our biggest transfers first, we've got here Ruben Neves, absolute jet in this year's FM. The 18-year-old deep lying playmaker from Porto will be trying to really control the midfield. I'm going to play him as a roaming playmaker. I'm going to get him invested in those stats. And he's just going to be that general, just making decisions and whatnot. Thiago Maia, he is going to be the rock in the defensive midfield position. I'm going to work with, he's currently being tutored by Michael Carrick just to get those mentals up, and he's going to be the long-term replacement for Carrick. Carrick will probably play most of this season in that defensive role, but as well as Schneiderlin, but I'm hoping to get rid of Schneiderlin as well, and this guy will become the absolute rock of it. Brill and Bolo, he's going to replace Wayne Rooney. He's going to work with Rashford and Martial up front, and those three are going to be a long-term striker position. Yeah, so he's on a huge contract, but that's just to ensure that we got him over Real Madrid and those other big super clubs. Manana, he's going to be our young centre-back. Try and give him as much as I can. He's going to play all the cup games, the domestic cup games. Just try and give him every opportunity to develop to the superstar he can become. Predrag Rajkovic, the Serbian goalkeeper, as we all know, he becomes an absolute gun keeper. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get a work permit, so I'm looking to get him out on loan to get that permit. He's going to be the long-term replacement for David De Gea. So hopefully when he becomes 25, 26 and De Gea is 32, 33, we can quickly make that change and have almost a rolling keeper coming through, and in 3 or 4 years I'll look through the new gens and see if there is an absolute wonder kid in the goalkeeping position, and that will, yeah, obviously then we'll have a rotation. So every 10, 12 years we'll be looking for a new keeper. Rui Pedro. Now he's not one of them. He's the absolute wonder kid, but he's not really that well known. Most people know of Mbolo and Barbosa, but this guy, he starts at the under-19s at Porto, but he can become an absolute jet, so I'm hoping to develop him. And Abdo Diaka from Fiorentina. He's going to be another box-to-box midfielder working with Neves. Those two are going to rotate. He starts off really young in the game, obviously. You can get him on a free transfer. That's what I've done here. The fees just add-ons that for some reason I'm not entirely sure why, but those have occurred, resulting in that fee of £875,000. On the outs, we have Daily Blend. I just don't rate him. 25. He's only 3-star, so if PSG always comes in for him, so I've got rid of him for 29 million. I think it is all up, which I think is about 20 million more than what they should have paid for him. But oh well, not my issue. Will Ken, just at this stage, he won't develop. Obviously in FM in 2011, 2012, he's a wonder kid and absolute jet. So the fact that he hasn't developed over time is a little bit of disappointment, but nevertheless, Wolverhampton came in for him and paid 750,000. And Andreas Pereira, he's going out on loan. He's not going to play, so I may as well send him off to Brazil and get him some game time. Now, I did mention staff changes. I have made a few changes, including getting rid of Ryan Giggs. He's just not really the type of assistant manager I wanted. Because I'm developing youth, I needed an assistant manager who not only gives me great advice, but also has great dealings with youth, which is why I've gone with Roberto Samadin, the Italian. He starts off at Inter, and he's only 36. He's an absolute gem in the staffing roles, and I brought him as an assistant manager, giving him a huge amount of money to try and go into that assistant manager role as opposed to the head of youth development, because as you'll find out in a moment, I have got another head of youth development staff member. So he's going to play as he's going to come in the assistant manager role. You see his stats there for assistant manager are still very, very good, as well as having the working with the youngsters attribute of 20, which will mean that he will be able to help me with the youth as well. Now, other staff role, brought in Phil Cannon. He is a well-known head of youth development, 56, so he's probably not going to be here too long. However, I am hoping that he will. There will be a new Wonder Kid head of Wonder staff member and head of youth development, who I will replace him within 5-6 years' time. Other staff changes include getting rid of one of the fitness coaches, as well as some new staff, including Teddy Sheringham and Yapsdown, two legends of football, and Mike Jolly, as well as bringing back Paul Scholes, just in that technical training role. Hopefully his man management will slowly increase and he'll become a much better coach overall. We're also brought in Alexander Zickler as an attacking coach, as well as Rui George, who's a defensive coach, who's got a good youngsters attribute as well. And now I'm going to move on to my scouting process. So my process with scouting is similar to that of some others, in that, as you can see here, world knowledge is already at 52%. So basically what I'm doing is I'm scanning every single region. How do I do that? Well, I'm just going to show you. I'm not actually going to proceed with it, but I'm just going to show you what I do. So obviously go report from region, and then you just select the region. So I'm selecting I've got every single region loaded. At the moment, start with the 4-star potential. This means that whenever a scout comes across a player with the potential of 4 stars, he'll report that player. I'll set the maximum age to 19, as well as putting the duration to ongoing. Now the aim of this is to really, whenever there's a potential wonder kid reported by my scout, he will get a scout report on that player and I will see it. This will be ongoing, so there's no issue with stopping and starting and having to reset. So the scout will, over time, develop a 5-star potential for that region. He'll know everything about the region, and he'll be able to find the small low rep wonder kids that may be missed by other big clubs. And finally, I'm slowly trying to get rid of the deadwood. The deadwood I'm talking about is the Antonio Valencias, Paddy McNair's, hopefully getting with Phil Jones. He's just too injury prone and makes too many mistakes. Ashley Young, and then I'll slowly replace Ander Herrera, who I do like. He's a great guy, but I don't know if he's 25 and he's not getting first teams football, so I'm hoping to get rid of him over time, as well as Morgan Island, who I don't really rate, although his star rating indicates that he's a good player for the squad. I just don't know. Yeah. So now we are going to do the Champions League Best Place playoff draw. After this, there will be I will skip ahead to the Liverpool game, which we will Livecom. So let's just do an all-round draw and see who we come up against. So I'm hoping there's going to be someone easy. Fenerbahce would be an interesting game coming up against Van Persie. Let's see, Valencia. So we're either going to get CSK, Moscow, or Monaco. AS Monaco. Now, interesting to note that we did play them in our pre-season friendlies, which I haven't actually gone ahead and discussed. Now, as you can see here, it probably could have been better. Now, we had this amazing win over Marseille, 5-0, with Wayne Rooney getting a hat-trick. We also had a 7-1 win over Crusaders, where Rui Pedro scored a brace, Ander Herrera got a hat-trick, and Gabriel Barbosa also scored a goal. Monaco. Now, we absolutely dominated this game. You can see here 14 shots to 1, at least 5 shots on target, and we have 58% possession. So hopefully, when we play a full-strength squad, we will come away with a win, because we'll have the better players on the pitch, especially up the front. Here you can see Callum Gribben and Rashford game time, and they hit it back the neck. I think it was one of Briol and Berlo's first games. He only got 6.6, and obviously once they gel, the squad gels, all those youngsters will be doing better on the pitch as well. One issue is Luke Shaw. He is currently undergoing specialist treatment for a damaged Achilles tendon, and he's set to miss 5 months of football. Now, I've tried. This happened only a matter of days ago, and I'd already gone through and used much of the budget in getting players. I've only got 7.65 million left in the budget, and I am not going to be able to replace him at this time. So my aim is to give Cameron Borthwick-Jackson game time, as well as Rojo. Rojo will sit on that left side. I was going to get rid of him, but at this moment in time, I don't think that would be the best option. So now I will skip ahead to the Liverpool game, where we will Livecom that and see what happens. Hey guys, welcome back. Today's game against Liverpool. First game of the Barclays Premier League season. And we go to today's team selection. Now, Luke Shaw, and also, forgot about Mata. Mata's out for 4 to 5 weeks with a hernia. We'll see what they think. Rooney in there. I guess Mbolo's not quite fit. That's not happening. Valencia's not starting. Borthwick-Jackson in. Do I go with Martial up front? Something's going on here. There we go. Fix that up. My other option is just going to compare him with Anderhara, and we will see. Okay. I'll say he's still being shooted at the time, at the moment. It's a big game. I'll go with Herrera, purely that reason. If Mbolo was match fit, I would play him in the Shadow Striker role with Rooney up front, but that's going to be it for the time being. Memphis inside forward. Yeah. This is the team we're going to go with today. Yep. Hopefully we can get a good result. And yeah, we'll kick on today's game. We won't be any 3 highlights. Put that on key. And just drop that back. Goals on 2D. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't deny that lack of Jordan Henderson will be massive for us, but at the same time we haven't got mana, so yeah, we're favourites today. I think we've got a pretty good squad. Interesting to see that Danny Ings started up front. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's do it for the fans. Alrighty, let's start with today's game. And kick off. Who's with us? That's a poor first pass by Damian, who obviously is in his first season at United. So there's another thing you got to take into account, that Damian's still got a gel with the squad, and Saka gets an early yellow card. And it's still nice and early. If you just load match stats. Don't care about their mentalities. The only thing I don't like about the skin is the fact that these two are so big. And you can't really squeeze them up, as we got a free kick here early. Rooney with a free kick. Gabriel back out to Rooney. Rooney on the right hand side back into Gabriel. Gabriel Barbosa? No. Mille has deflected away and Klein gets the clearance. Good start. You can see here we're absolutely dominating possession. Damian with a throw-in, and Herrera, Gabriel Barbosa, Herrera, and Herrera with the goal. That is a very good start for Manchester United. We have been dominant so far in the first half an hour. Getting rid of the replays. Let's see here. Herrera, Lucas Levi got a good tackling on Martial, but Herrera manages to get the rebound and comfortably put into the bottom left corner of the net. That's not the 2D I was liking. It's a 2D classic. And with Smalling with the ball, you look for a good pass here. And Darmian. Inboard to Martial, who switches play to Memphis Depay. Rooney in on goal. Mignolet with the save. He picked up the loose ball just before Rooney was able to get onto it. Plays the ball out to Skirtle, who plays it forward to Danny Ings. Could have won the tackle there, but in the end he's turned it over. And out wide to Memphis Depay. Rooney, maybe in offside position. What? Wow, that was interesting. That came off both posts and didn't go in. Wow. Okay, that's a bit interesting. Now, just tell him to keep it going because we're only a goal up. And you have been good. He has been very good. Still confused, so we'll see what happens with that. Hopefully it doesn't affect his mentality too much as they get the kick-off. Roberto Firmino, who some may say was pinched by Liverpool under United's nose in the January transfer. However, he has picked up a knock, which is good. Lucas Levi comes off for Joe Allen. So the Welshman comes on. You can see in every other game there has been a score. Danny Ings off Benteke. Adam Lallana comes on for Coutinho. So they've left Firmino on, even though he's had a knock. He's going to play the full 90 minutes. I'd say there must be a head gash or something. That's the reason why he hasn't been brought off. Gabriel Barbosa in his debut, back into Martial to Rooney, back to Schneiderlin, back to Rooney, Memphis Depay into the back of the net, and well, his first goal for Manchester United. A lot of first gamers here today, and they have been all performing pretty well, I must say, as Memphis Depay finishes off to make it a 2-0 lead for Manchester United in the Northwest Derby. Interesting to note that Saka is still on the pitch on a yellow, so it may look, was they in a goal, and Benteke doesn't, ball's bouncing around there, and Firmino's giving away a stupid free kick. Could be interesting here, just a yellow card. Now, make a substitution at this stage, and he has played very well, but I wanted to, let's give him, Rooney's going to come off for Briel and Bolo. Just give Briel some time on the pitch. Who else is looking a bit? Mark Smalling, he'll come off from Manama. And that'll be it for the time being. Make those substitutions just to help keep the side fresh, as well as giving the new guys a bit of a run out, just to ease their stress. Martial in on goal, Memphis Depay with a great through ball, and the two young guns, well, they've joined forces to make it 3-0. You can see here, and Herrera with a good ball through to Memphis Depay, who puts another through ball, just a slider through to Martial, who manages to hit the back of the net. And this has been an absolute dominant performance by Manchester United in the first game of the new Barclay Premier League season. I'm going to make a final substitution just to waste time. Let's bring Morgan Schneiderlin off for Diego Maya. Martial almost gets second there as Borthwick Jackson put in the cross from quite deep. And this will be it. Unless there's, yep, that's it. Manchester United 3, Liverpool 0. In a game that I would have to say was absolutely dominated by Manchester United. Oh, it was absolutely delightful. It was a great result, especially the fans. The fans loved it. So it turns out that that was the first game of the season. So that's why no one else scored in their games, because they haven't played yet. Let's have a look at the stats here. Manchester United 20 shots to Liverpool's 5, 12 on target, 60% possession, and fewer fouls. Let's see, the key man, Philippe Coutinho, had a solid performance with 6.8, but Herrera dominated the game, finishing with a rating of 9.0, obviously getting that first goal of the season. You can see here, Darmian, Borthwick Jackson got his first league appearance. Sharman, first appearance for United. Gabriel Barbosa, first game of the season, first game for United. Memphis, first game, as well as first goal. Same with Martial, who played his first game for United and scored his first league goal. Manama, first appearance. Mbolo, first appearance. Amazing performance all round by the youngsters of Manchester United, and well, that will be it. I'll bring you back for the Monaco game. It's not too far away. We'll do both legs of the playoff. Hopefully we can get into the group stages of the Champions League and then progress from there.